Greetings, social media. This is Tiffany Martinez. I hope you guys are doing fantastic wherever you are in the world. Um, I'm going to give this little disclaimer at the beginning of the video in case you guys don't stick around to the end. I do not get paid to do these videos. I do them for your benefit and it's like my little contribution to the world. Um, and when I was looking for a tumbler that kept my drink cold for several hours, and I found this one basically. I already own a few of the Swell products. If you're familiar with those, if you are, then you know what I'm talking about. They're extremely expensive. My cousin gifted me one of the 25-ounce ones and absolutely love it. The only problem with it is it doesn't hold that much water, meaning you have to keep refilling it. So if you have a purpose for it, like leaving it by your bedside or whatever the case is, or if you drive trucks, you have to deliver products all day. You don't really have a place to store the extra water unless you have a cooler. I don't know, but I wanted to buy another bottle, so I did. I bought the 64-ounce, not this brand, the other one, and I don't even like the company. I don't like what they stand for or anything. It's, if you understand what I'm saying. I wanted to support a smaller company, a smaller business, a small business owner. So I gave this bottle a try. This is actually a replacement bottle. The one I'm going to show you right here is the one that I've already washed and set up and all that stuff. And I noticed right away that it wasn't doing what it was said it was going to do. And that's the reason why I brought up the other company. So I have something to compare it to in regards to, it's supposed to stay cold for 40 hours, blah, 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 and the other one, I don't even add ice to it or anything, and it stays cold for almost 2 days, like in the same bottle, not the 25-ounce, the 64-ounce that I was referring to. This one is broken. It came broken. And I've owned different products prior to this one, like generic ones, and that's how I know something is wrong with it. I'm gonna take off the straw off the one that doesn't have the lid on it so you can see or at least hear the rattling sound that it has inside the bottle. And while I'm doing that, I do want to mention, like I said, I don't get paid for these videos, and I'm making them for your purpose only, not for my benefit, because I already know what it is, you know. So if you want to help, you know, me by liking the video or subscribing to my channel, because I do a lot of basically unpaid reviews, especially if I feel like it's going to be a benefit. Um, all right, now I'm going to shake it so you can hear it. And I hope you can hear that you can hear like a rattling sound. And there is no lid on it. It has my Jamaica tea from yesterday, or last night rather. So I haven't cleaned it yet, but it's like a little rattle. Okay. If you didn't hear it, I don't know what to say. I'm only trying to help you out. So in this one, the brand new one that they dropped off today, um, I'm not going to take the straw off, but listen. Okay. Now I want to take the straw off. There's no rattle. There's no sound other than my hand or fingers rubbing against the label that's on the tumbler. And the thing about buying things in the store, um, and maybe it was my fault for not my fault, but my responsibility to go get my own things. But because I was using a delivery service, that brings the stuff to your home, I forgot to mention to them when they pick one that's in the back, and shake it a little bit. I just forgot to mention that. That was my mistake. But when I mentioned that today, this morning, when I contacted basically Instacart, um, they said, okay, no problem. They gave me back the amount of money that I paid for it. And I actually purchased a little bit more expensive one, but they didn't have that one in stock at the local Walmart in Palm Springs. So I was like, well, I don't want to wait because I bought it for a purpose. I bought it for me because I want to use it. I need to use it. So, um, I don't think anything is actually wrong with the bottle, but I have not tried it out yet myself. I have not. This I just got it today. Oh, let me make sure I show you. You see how it has that logo right there? Just so you don't think I'm basically trying to do an okey doke, you know, because I'm not. Okay. So, like I said, I don't think anything is wrong with the products or product. I have not washed it yet. I have not tested it yet. When I do wash it today, I will definitely, if there's anything else to come back to report on, to basically say, yeah, it is kind of trashy. I mean, I'm just gonna be honest about it. But I don't think that that's the case. I think the first one is broken, and because I read through a lot of reviews, I'm a big avid review reader, and I try to decipher between the truth and basically I'm just here for the paycheck type thing. And a lot of people were saying kind of like the same thing. It wasn't mixed reviews, it was mostly people saying that the bottle did not work. And I'm going to find out later on today once I get this one washed and cleaned up really well. Um, so that's just the tip to make sure when you're buying these bottles, especially if you buy them from Walmart or any type store where hundreds, if not thousands, of customers come in to look at it, or let's say they purchased it and it's the same problem. Like maybe they noticed it too, meaning they heard the rattle and then they basically brought it back to the store and they put it back on the shelf. And they probably didn't notice it until after they got home and they just had an ear for it and they took it back to the store and said, look, I want to exchange this. And the store said, no problem. But when they did that, whoever is responsible for putting returns back, they put the broken bottle back on the shelf. And the person that comes in next, they don't know. They just say, oh, okay, this is my color. I'm going to go ahead and buy it, type thing. Um, Other than that, I don't have anything else to say about it, except for this one thing. And I don't know why it's like that, but I hope that's not going to be a problem. Inside of this new one, it has like a line, like a well, like when they weld things together, there's a line right on the left of it, right there. I'm trying to get a good angle, but it's like a line that basically where they welded it together. Um, and again, I'm not necessarily complaining about that. I just noticed it just now. I don't know if the other one has one, but um, if I find out that it does, affected, then I probably won't buy this brand again. I'm hoping that there's nothing wrong with the this replacement because I wanted something specifically for like when I have my dinner and I want to eat in front of the I want to eat in front of the TV basically. And if you know anything about me on a personal level, you know that I have physical disabilities. So, meaning, I don't want to have to keep trying to get back up to do more than my body can do. And um, that's the reason why I bought this one. I mean, I don't mind drinking water all the time, but sometimes you want a little something else, to go with it. Um, And that's when I usually drink like a Jamaica tea or a different type tea, basically, a different type beverage, but not sodas or anything like that. Just something along those lines. All right, I've taken the label off. Um, I've taken the label off, and I don't want to accidentally tap it because for some reason, these bottles, and I'm not referring to this bottle, I'm talking about the ones that claim to be cold up to 40 hours based on that label. Um, I'm not saying that that's not true because I usually don't keep beverages in there that long because I drink all of my water. So, but the point is, those the bottles that claim to keep like a thermos type bottle, um, how do you say it? They tend to break easily. Like I had I want to say four very similar bottles, not the swell bottles, just regular bottles that had a twist on lid. They were very, very, very beautiful. The colors look kind of tie dye. Like I said, I had a set of four, and all of those broke and accidentally dropped at least two of them, and the other ones just broke. They just weren't any good, and I didn't drop them. They just didn't last. One other positive thing I want to say about this particular bottle, I don't know about the other companies, but when it comes to this one, the lid is, I think it says spill proof, but I'm not quite sure. When you remove the straw, it has like a little trap door at the back that immediately slams shut, which is really perfect for people like myself that doesn't want like bugs or anything, to climb in it. Like I say, if I was outside or whatever, or if one of my cats decide to get up there and basically sneeze in my cup, I don't have to worry about that if I wanted to remove the straw. All right, so that is my review for this particular tumbler. Again, if you found this video useful on any level, be sure to hit the like button before you leave. I think you should always hit the like button on any video that you see, especially if it's a helpful video or if you came there for a purpose. That's what I think that everyone should do, and just support the person's channel by just simply hitting the like button. All right, Ashe.